Yep. G'day everyone, welcome back. First live for, I don't know, it feels like it must be at least a month. So let me know what everyone's been up to. Where have you been? What you've been doing? Are you out and about? I know there are a few live music things on over the weekend in different states. So tell me what you've been doing and what you've been watching. Well, it's our first live and we've got a good one tonight because we've got Matt Ward joining us to talk about his new single and what he's been up to over the last few months and got left for the year. So we might welcome him into the room. Hi, thank you for joining.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm sorry we interrupted you at the pub.
No, that was a long time ago.
Oh,
I've
dear.
done some shopping and some housework, and it's all good.
Oh, good. My chair just broke. My chair. The gas just. Okay, now I'm back. The gas just completely went out of my chair and I just sunk down the screen. Oh, what a great start. Oh, dear. Red wine. I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous. So tell us what I know you've just released a single, but what have you been doing over the last few months in lockdown? What have you been up to?
Working a lot. I ran an online concert series called Simple Life for a bunch of Australian country musicians as well, which went for about 5 weeks. So that was a bit fun. It was just something different to do. Just an idea in my head. It was in partnership with a hotel here in Adelaide, the Grace Emily Hotel. So that was, it was just fun to do and support some other musicians. And did a little bit of writing and took a break actually. So and saw a lot of family. I think family got around each other a lot, so that was nice.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. And is things starting to go back to a bit normal for you? A bit of normal?
They are definitely. Live music has started back up here in Adelaide. I just missed my first gig by about a week, I think, from lockdown. So that was unfortunate. That's okay. I'm not in a huge hurry, and I've got things lined up for October, and so I might kick off then. So I've actually enjoyed the break a little bit, and I'm sure a few people have been saying that. But also preparing for the single release and future recordings as well. So I got a little bit in the pipeline, and I received a grant to record some more music because of COVID. So I'm heading to Sydney, hopefully next week, to record again with Matt Fell one single. So that should be good.
That's very exciting. And that will that be out later this year?
I'm not sure. So I've just released Tattoos, Trucks and Country Music, which was my first out of my releases out of Texas. And then I do have another single called Old Ground, which I also recorded out of Texas. And this next song, it's going to be called If I Was in Dallas Tonight. And I'm recording it, with Matt Fell this week. But I'm not sure when I'll release it. So maybe around Tamworth time or maybe next year. So I'm not in a hurry, just concentrating on recording good singles and getting good singles out there and good music out there. So not in a hurry, just want to concentrate on releasing good singles at the moment.
Fantastic. Well, you're definitely doing that because you've just had a #1 single on iTunes, which is very exciting. And I know it's probably a bit different because usually when you release a single, you're out and about and you get to see lots of people, so you have a bit of the reactions. But have you had good reactions and feedbacks this time around?
Yeah, good question. I think I was really surprised that it went that well. I mean, it's just a little bump because I'm not signed on a record label that keeps these sales going, but that's okay. I was really happy and really pleased with the support that I received to bump it up there for the initial sales. And I've been receiving feedback such as, you've gone ZZ Top, which was good. That's good feedback as far as I'm concerned. So it's definitely a different feel to Heartland.
Yes.
Definitely a bit slightly rockier, slightly grungier feel. And definitely more of a sort of Texas country, American country vibe. So, and the next single will have that a little bit as well. So, but not quite as rocky. But yeah, people can definitely hear the distinction and growth since Heartland, which I think is a really positive thing.
That is really good. And I mean, Heartland is a great album. You can really enjoy that. And can people still get Heartland?
Yeah, they can. Thanks for asking. They certainly can off my website, mattwardmusic.com, and I actually sold one the other day, actually. So yeah, still can get that. And Tattoo's Track from Country Music you can download or buy off iTunes and Spotify, etc. at the moment. So, but it will be on a future album, and I do intend to pull this stuff together into an album.
Wonderful. So I mean that you were planning on going overseas to do some recording and things, weren't you, this year?
Yeah, I had my flights. I booked flights March the 9th for April, and then I cancelled 3 days later. It's like, yeah, America's fine, and then boom, just everything went downhill.
At least you weren't over there when it happened.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very, very true. And yeah, insurance-wise, it wouldn't have been good.
No, definitely not. I don't know. Maybe it happened for a reason. You got a rest, and as you said, you got to see your family some more. So that's
right.
the exciting thing.
Funny. I will be doing the rest of the album remotely with the studio in Texas, and I undernard about that a little bit, and in the end decided to. And it's funny because even this week with Matt Fell, we'll be doing that somewhat remotely with the drummer and guitarist anyway. So it doesn't matter if you're here recording overseas or if you're here in Australia recording in Australia. The studios and producers are using different techniques anyway. So it's brave new world.
It is. I think that's exciting because it'll be interesting to see what we do differently and how it comes out. I think that's just another part of the growth in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll continue, I think. I think we'll continue doing things this way.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Yeah. Now tell us a little bit about your current single. When did you write it and what's it about?
That's a good question. I cannot remember when I wrote it. I really can't. No. It could have been, in fact, I could probably look up my computer and see when the original file was. I think it could have been at least 5 years ago or so. And it was just a little bit of a jam around the lounge room that I was jamming on. And eventually when it came around to going to Texas and recording, I thought, this one could go okay, actually. And because I did have a theme for the for this album, and it's a little bit more about my travels in overseas and a little bit more about country music and my thoughts of country music and Texas country music, and there's some very traditional country stuff in it potentially as well. And so it just seemed apt to include it in it. And when I sent it to the producer and I saw what he also had produced, I'm not sure if you know 8 Ball Aitken. I'm sure you do, but Dave Purcell also produced Abe Aitken's last album and next album as well. And so it kind of had that jamming stuff, and he really dug it. And so the band got behind it, and the bass player plays for the Dixie Chicks. And even though the song is like so simple and only 3 chords, they really liked it. And they said, sonically, that's really wild. So and what it's about was just some musings in my head about country music and trends in country music, and being respectful of people that have been playing country music, and what is country music? Is it traditional country music that's coming out of America, or is it Australian country music, or is it about what's coming out of inner city Melbourne? I don't know. So it's just one of those sort of deprecating songs that's not supposed to be too serious, and just a bit tongue in cheek as well.
Yeah. I think it's a great song. It's great. It's very happy. It makes you happy. It makes you cheery. And it kind of made me want to go and have a beer. But yeah.
Well, don't let it stop you.
After, so I don't lose my voice.
Fair enough.
Everyone might want me to. So you've been telling us all about this song. Are you happy to play for us?
The song itself doesn't really induce itself
so well.
Just acoustic guitar, and so I mean I'd be happy to, but it needs the full band treatment. But I'm happy to sing another.
What song would you like to do? What's one that
I don't know? Maybe I'll sing the song I'm going to record this week.
Oh, that'd be great. All right. Well, we might let you in the room, and I'll be listening.
No worries. I have to remember it. This is called "If I Was in Dallas Tonight." Need the early warning, paperwork's in line, radar spells the warning, better leave this town in time. I'm always chasing something, a Nashville neon dream. Sometimes out of nowhere, brings you to your knees. And the crosswinds blew me to you. Sydney got it right. I wouldn't have even known you if I was in Dallas tonight. They put me up in NASCAR with 24 hours to kill. I could just put my feet up or head out for some thrill. I met you at the courthouse. The judgment came that day. And even though I was leaving, my heart was here to stay. And the crosswinds blew me to you. Sydney got it right. I wouldn't have even known you if I was in Dallas tonight. And the winds that blew right through me were the winds that brought the fire. They wouldn't have even shown me if I was in Dallas tonight. Crosswinds blew me to you. Sydney got it right. I wouldn't have even known you if I was in Dallas tonight. And the winds that blew right through me were the winds that brought the fire. They wouldn't have even shown me if I was in Dallas tonight. If I was in, Dallas tonight. The beauty of live music.
What we love. That was fantastic. Can't wait to get that one.
I'm going to be playing it because I haven't even recorded it, but I just like playing it. So,
have you played that many times live?
I reckon twice. I did one in my. I've done 3 online concerts over the last few months, and I definitely did the last one, but I'm not sure. But it's definitely one of either 2 or 3 times it's been played. So.
Fantastic. You did a great job, and I can't wait for it. Now, I know you were saying you have some shows coming up in October. Whereabouts are they? Are they around your local area?
It's a long way away, isn't it? Well, I was supposed to play Groundwater Country Music Festival.
Yeah.
So that was going to be a very exciting thing to do.
I know.
Probably the biggest festival I'd ever played. So touch wood, something goes ahead, or touch wood, it happens next year. So yeah. But I've got something in October here in Adelaide, just at the Wheatsheaf Hotel, and then in early December I've got a mate from Sydney coming over, Harvey Russell, who will be playing some shows together, and then who knows, I may make it to Tamworth. So
fantastic.
Just taking one step at a time at the moment, which I think is all we can do.
Absolutely. Would not agree more. So
sorry, go on.
No, you're right, you go.
I was just going to say one step at a time, because I don't even know if I'm flying to Sydney tomorrow or if I'm driving for 2 days via Broken Hill. Yeah. So,
how frustrating.
Anyway, all good.
At least you can get out. That's the good thing. Yeah,
absolutely, very true. It's a first world problem.
Yeah, I guess that's true when you think about it. Oh, so first place you want to visit when everything opens back up?
Yep, it's a very good question.
Tassie.
Definitely. Tassie, of course. No, Tassie's open, isn't it? I can go to Tassie now.
Yeah, really? You can. With lockdown, you've still got to do 2 weeks of isolation.
All right.
Down.
Even from South Australia.
Mm.
But where
At the
are
moment.
we? South Australia's winning.
Okay, well, we've got no active known cases, but I think we're still closed. I think it's the 11th of I think it's the 11th of August. I could be wrong, but I think they ended it. Yeah. So you've still got to. You can still come, but you've just got to have 2 weeks rest once you get here.
Yeah. Okay. I'd love to go to Tassie. Yeah, I think back to the States for sure.
Yeah.
Back to Texas and. Yeah, it's a strange time. It might not be for a couple of years yet. So
yeah, it is a strange time, but I think it's horrible that we can't go to all these places, but it'll be much better when we can at least get our borders open and go from state to state much easier and see everybody in our home.
absolutely.
I think
It's been ages since I've been to Tassie. I think last time I was in Tassie, I don't know, it might have been about 2007 or so, no, even 2006, a long time ago. So,
wow. Whereabouts did you go down here?
I was actually. It's a bit embarrassing. I was playing ultimate frisbee in Hobart. So, but before that, I had done the overland a few times, and I rode my bike around Tassie for 2 months in 2000. So, a long time ago. So,
lovely.
Well, if you ever want to shows as well.
Well, next time you come down, and we'll do some shows. But if you want to do the overland again, I'm coming because that's one I've always wanted to do.
You haven't done it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I would have, but it's not one I want to tackle by myself. So I need to get some friends.
It's all boardwalks now, isn't it?
It is now. Yeah, it never used to be. It used to be really quite hard. Yeah, hard track. So next time we come down, we'll do a show and then go on the 7-day walk.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, I'm keeping our shows to 20 minutes at the moment because I don't want to lose this. But thank you so much for joining. And thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I know we were meant to do Thursday, and it was my fault, so I'm very sorry.
That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine.
But we're very excited to hear your new single. So thank you so much. Again, can we let everyone know where we can find you? On Facebook, Matt Ward.
Yep, Matt Ward on Facebook and website mattwardmusic.com.
Perfect. And Instagram? Do you have Instagram too?
Yeah, unfortunately I do. Yeah.
I've seen you pop up on there every now and again.
It's embarrassing.
You make us feel bad with all your running. Oh, he's running again. Swipe past that. But thank you so much for joining. Congratulations on the #1 single because it's fantastic, and I cannot wait to hear your next single. I would have been in Groundwater watching you. I was booked. So next year,
this weekend,
in a month. It's usually
in a couple of weekends' time.
Yeah, usually around I think it's the 24th this year or something like that. Around
July 24th. Yeah.
So really, we should be all going to Queensland where it's a lot warmer, but we're stuck in the cold.
And there's no COVID in Queensland. We'll be fine.
I know, it's not here. We could all get out. We just got to skip states, fly over. Would have been good, but I'm sure we'll get there next year. Definitely. There's a few more festivals coming up that are running, so we'll get to something. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining, and thank you guys. We'll be back again through the week. I think we've got 2 more shows coming up this week, so we will see you Wednesday and Thursday. Thank you for joining, and thanks again, Matt.
Thanks, Dan.